It's the type of situation where if you've been around hockey for any length of time, a coach gets fired. I mean, it just does. I would say in the history of hockey, almost every coach would have been fired by now, Jay. Just to start out on this note, sort of a harsh note, but I think that Mike Sullivan, not every coach has won 2 cups either. So I think that he gets a lot of leeway here, but I would argue that after 2 disappointing seasons followed by a horrific start and a loss like they had the other night, I'm thinking almost every coach in that situation would be fired. And thank you for coming on again. And how are you?
Good, Joe. Yeah, nice to talk to you. And everybody, big Thanksgiving week. And as far as your topic, and yeah, I mean, I think Mike Sullivan even knows that. I mean, across the board, I mean, whatever their conversations are, I am sure as a coach, and when he's in that locker room and what he's harping on and what he's trying to get across to the team and how they have to play, whether they're older and, not as fast as we're used to seeing from years ago, but still the same concepts apply and what he's trying to have them do. And when to not see it be, put to work and on display each and every game night is going to be extremely disappointing, right? So, and then from there, yeah, I mean, like, there isn't many, not even this long. And he earned, the 2 cups and how that extended. It's a long leash for whatever it might be. But the loss the other night in that fashion with 3 days in between, normally you would probably think that if there was going to be any kind of move, it could have happened around then. And nobody, again, Mike Sullivan's harping, guarantee he's harping on the things that we see each and every night. The mistakes, the step-ups, the odd man breaks, all that kind of thing, and the players are not carrying out what his message is, and the fan base knows it. The building feels it. The building was letting everybody know it the other night. So, they could easily say there's not better coach out there than what Mike Sullivan has been and what he is, but with this team right now, it's just not built. They're just not responding to what's going on, and guys are getting opportunities to get called up, and guys injured, and there's nothing really happening, and it's a flat team right now. And with that being said, they're still not even that far out of like the Eastern Conference, outside of a couple teams that are the usual suspects, Joe, that are going to run away and hopefully probably get the top 3. The fight is on already to be talking wild card when you're in November is a bad thing. But that being said, what are they, 4 or 5 points out of that? Because the rest of the league has been kind of mediocre too. So any team gets on any kind of run, they can climb themselves back into it. But I do agree with you. There's not if you took a face out of it and the personality out of it and what they've accomplished, they don't survive what's been going on here for the Penguins, and we'll see how it plays out. I believe the games between now and game 30, 23 and 30, we'll know where they're at and what moves are going to be made, because if they don't play better hockey, they're going to go through tough games. And if they don't pick it up and play to a level that I'm sure the fan base wants and what Mike Sullivan expects, if they don't do that, then this next 7 games will put them in a really, really worse position than they are. And I expect something to happen by the end of that, I would think.